2003 G500 with refrigerant leaks. And when this came last year and I was looking for leaks, I went through the vacuum decay test, passed. High pressure nitrogen decay test, passed. Went around with both my electronic refrigerant leak detectors. I did add UV dye knowing I would not find a leak at the time, because if you usually cannot find a leak using electronic refrigerant leak detectors, high pressure nitrogen, ultrasonic leak detector, or spray bubbles, then adding dye to it means that the leak is so small you're not going to find a leak at that time, because the leak is only happening at a certain time. It's not a continuous leak. So future reference. So you can see my sticker down here from 6 of 22 was when I serviced this vehicle. So it came back today, and let's get the good old UV Beast. So this is the UV Beast version 3. You see this blow off plug right here? You see that little tiny spot right there? Let me take my sunglasses off because it kills my ability to see the UV light and reflection. And you see that little tiny spot right there? There we go. We got one leak there. But right now, here's our standing static pressure. It's a cool morning out. It's 10 a.m. and I think it's only 64 degrees out right now. So we have that little tiny dot right there, and you can see that I have UV light and stuff inside there. So then we come down to the condenser, and let's see if you can see that down there. You see that right there? You see that? Let's see. I gotta get my flashlight. But the condenser has dye everywhere. So we got a condenser going on there. And then the old G-Wagons were real common for this leak right here. I always know there's a leak right there. Right there at the expansion valve, where the plate goes into the expansion valve. Now, this is a really good known leak. I know I've seen the pattern problems on that one, so I always go after that one. Even at the time when I came in there, that was clean, and I probably did a video on it. And I put my leaky bubble solution, ultrasonic and electronic leak detector, and high pressure. Could not make that leak or find that leak. These were clean, and this was non-existent right there. That is so tiny. That little tiny thing right there. So at the time of testing, could not find leaks. Right now at the time of testing, even though it has refrigerant in it, it's been sitting, I went through it with leak detection, and I stick my sensor right up to every one of those leaks. Absolutely nothing under these conditions right now, under these ambient temperatures. These are those type of leaks that at a certain pressure, temperature, rising or falling, they leak, or driving, vibration. That's about it. So this one's over until they replace the condenser, the receiver dryer, and the expansion valve. And so this will be a few $1,000s. And that's about it. I was trying to drive up so I wanted to put a high pressure nitrogen in it and a tracer gas, a forming gas, to try to see if I could get the evaporator to leak, see if I could find the evaporator, if it's leaking or not. Because I want to do a thorough job since this is the second time he's back. But when you get one of these vehicles and it sits, that's the other problem. The vehicle sits. He has multiple vehicles, and this is a vehicle sits. And often, and especially with some of the German ones on their compressors, when they sit for really prolonged period of time, they have a tendency to leak out of the shaft seal of the compressor. And that's one good thing about the electric compressors now. No more shaft seals, because they're electric and they're fully encased and closed. They don't have external devices coming out to the surface, like a shaft seal coming from the internal of the compressor. So I think I'll catch you later, guys, on the next one. That's it for this. Some parts replaced. That's it. See ya.